I know for me and a lot of the car people I know, one of our favorite things to do is to upgrade our cars. It makes them just a little bit unique compared to everybody else who might own the same car. The problem I'm having lately is a lot of these upgrades are really expensive, and I'm not really looking to spend tens of thousands of dollars to upgrade small little things. So I've gone for each one of my cars and done something to each one that either changes appearance wise to make me like it a little better, or I found something that irritates me about that car and I found a solution to make me like it just a little bit more. We're going to go through each one and what it is I did. You'll have to stay tuned till the end for this one because I'm the most excited for the things I've done to the McLaren. I'm shocked at the price that I was actually able to get the stuff done for. And for a McLaren, if you've ever tried to buy upgrades for it, you will be shocked as well on the inexpensive nature of what I did and the overall change that they created for it. First up's the golf cart. Two main issues I have with it are, first, there is absolutely nowhere to put my phone. I've tried multiple types of phone holders. I've tried the suction cup. Doesn't work because the windshield is made of plexiglass and it just pops off while you're driving. The second one was the one that goes in the cup holder. I didn't like where the phone was placed, and I lose that cup holder that I use for my water bottle, which driving around in South Florida is a necessity when you're in an open air vehicle and you have zero air conditioning. Third one I found was a motorcycle handlebar mount. I've used it for a long time because I was really worried it would fall off while driving because the top's bar is considerably fatter than the motorcycle handlebars. So it didn't grip all the way around the bar. I was worried it would pop off. The only time it's fallen off is when I grabbed it and didn't be careful and not grab the little phone holder part that opens up and closes. I pulled down too hard and it popped off because it didn't have any more travel. So that's more on me. The phone holder is also important, and where I have it, it's up here out of the way so my phone doesn't get wet. But also this does not have a speedometer, so I have to use a navigation app that tells me the speed, so like Waze or one of those. And so now it's right there where I can see the speed. Not like it's a huge deal, this only goes 36 miles an hour. Added little benefit to where I ended up being able to hold my phone out of the way weather-wise, heat-wise, because it's in the shade all the time, and functionality-wise so I could see my speed. So the other problem I have, speaker is right there in front of the driver and passenger, and it has to be so loud for the third row to be able to hear it. The easy solution would be just to move it, but we weren't sure where to move it because if you put it above my head, it takes away what for a 6'5" person is valuable headroom. So we finally saw another one driving around that had the same speaker, and it was a custom built golf cart like ours, and they put it between the second and third row up above. Closer to the second row, there's that bar right there I can mount it to, and they faced it towards the front, so the driver and passenger are going to hear it the least. The second and third rows will be able to hear it perfectly, and for us, it's an added benefit of the fact that our kids are 99% of the time the one connected to it, playing the music. For the Tesla, after the wrap, I wouldn't consider a budget upgrade. I mean, it's cheaper than paint, but I don't think it's necessarily budget. Because it's my work vehicle, it's not necessarily things like carbon fiber upgrades or anything like that. It's going to be more utilitarian type of upgrades that are going to be annoyances for me. And one of those annoyances are, while it does have a lot of storage, it's just big open spaces. So it's hard for me to put in things that are like my key programmers or something like that are a little more delicate. They're like laptops, right? So they're durable, but you don't want them slamming around or things falling on top of them. My initial couple ideas with this really didn't pan out, and then my wife, Valerie, found an amazing thing. It's a divider for the back that you put, it's multiple dividers, not just one, that you put in the back, and it made it to where I could put 2 jump boxes, all my programmers, and the accessories for those programmers in there, fold it down, when they're hidden, organized, so you can always tell if something's missing. And so for me, that was a huge, huge upgrade. The Raptor's the next one. Doesn't even fit in the garage. The biggest problem I have with this, it's getting old. It's showing its age. It's 2012. Little things like the lights are starting to fade or get dated. Simply just replaced some headlights. I'm not sure about these headlights yet. They kind of flicker, so I'm probably looking for new ones. That's why I'm not going to really focus on those too much. But I also put new taillights and a new third brake light on it. I have some other upgrades coming to fix some of the more outdated or sun-baked parts. They haven't made it yet, so they're not going to be in this video. They'll be in another video. So overall, I love this truck. I don't think I'm selling it anytime soon, but those are the awesome budget upgrades for the Raptor. The G-Wagon, two little issues. I haven't had it long enough to really develop any more problems with it or anything like that. First problem I have is the Apple CarPlay is wired, which if it was just me in the car, no big deal. I have 3 daughters who like to switch around that cord, and I've gone through 2 cords already. I tested out a couple of the wireless Apple CarPlay adapters and found one that the only annoyance I have with it is it's a little annoying to switch from one person to the next. The simple solution is there's one person gets to play music for that drive, then they turn off their Wi-Fi or Bluetooth and the next person connect and they can use it. So it's a simple solution. This one connects the fastest and most consistently without dropping off compared to all the other ones that I tried. The other issue I had was there's absolutely nowhere to put my phone again. I know, I'm like a broken record with that. I do run a business, so that's one of the big reasons why I need to see my phone. I do need to see who's trying to contact me so I don't have issues where a bigger problem is created because I just couldn't see my phone. So I found a really nice, clean mount that uses double-sided sticky tape, stuck it to the carbon fiber, and that fixed the only real issues I had with this. The only other problem I have with this, which is one of the things I probably need to mention more, is the windshield wiper sucked when I bought it. Now, we can get into why I think that's dumb that I just bought it and the windshield wipers suck, but it's such an easy upgrade solution to do to your car, especially if you live in a place like I do in South Florida. It rains all summer and they're heavy rains, so if your wipers suck, driving becomes stressful. So the first thing I did, put new blades on it. I also did it for the Raptor. I totally forgot to talk about it because those were sun-baked. New windshield wipers. If you're looking for something to just make you like your car a little better and you live in a rainy area, put new wiper blades on it and you'll thank me. Next up's the McLaren. I know I changed clothes, the mic keeps cutting out and I didn't figure it out until the next day. I did a new phone holder that a subscriber suggested, and it makes a world of difference because I don't have that complaint anymore that I've complained about so many times. I did floor mats. They added a strip of orange around the outside. They added a ton of color to the inside of the car, which is one of my biggest complaints. And it also is an OEM floor mat, so they fit right and everything. They look amazing. Third and most impressive upgrade to me is orange seatbelts. A subscriber recommended a place to get the seatbelts and the floor mats. The seatbelts are orange. They add a huge amount of color to the inside and really just make it look way better. But now I really don't have any complaints as far as the interior goes. Now it's just other little things here or there. Overall, it made me like this car so much more. The mic keeps dying, so I've had to do this like 8 times. So hopefully it went good.